Stop for a moment. Before your next bite, I want you to understand something simple. Your body responds to food faster than most people think. I am Professor Kalmykov, MD. This video is general education for adults, especially older adults. It is not personal medical advice. If you have diabetes, kidney disease, heart failure, take blood thinners like warfarin, or you have recent weight loss or frailty, talk with your clinician before making big diet changes. Now, what does the science actually show about 2 weeks? In a controlled feeding study led by Professor Stephen O'Keefe, researchers compared 2 very different eating patterns, a Western-style pattern that was higher in animal fat and lower in fiber, and a traditional rural African pattern that was higher in fiber and lower in saturated fat. Then they did something unusual. For about 2 weeks, the groups swapped diets. What changed quickly was not cancer cured or arteries cleaned. What changed were biomarkers inside the colon, things like bacterial metabolites, bile acid patterns, and markers related to inflammation and cell turnover. Why does that matter? Because long-term studies and major cancer prevention organizations consistently link a healthier pattern, more whole plant foods and fiber, and less processed meat, to lower colorectal cancer risk over time. Here is the practical takeaway in plain language. For many people, increasing fiber-rich foods and reducing processed and high-saturated fat animal foods can improve metabolic and gut-related markers within weeks. But this is a starting point, not a miracle, and it does not replace screening. If you are age-eligible for colorectal cancer screening, keep that on your priority list. Diet helps, but screening saves lives. So what can you safely try for 2 weeks? I recommend a 2-week food experiment that is senior-friendly and evidence-aligned. First, add fiber gradually. If you currently eat very little fiber, do not jump from 15 grams to 50 grams overnight. Start by adding 1 change every few days. A serving of beans or lentils several times per week, then more often if tolerated. Oats or barley if you like them. Vegetables and whole fruit daily. Second, reduce processed meat and limit red meat. This is one of the clearest cancer prevention signals in major reviews and recommendations. Third, choose fats wisely rather than banning all fats. Replacing saturated fats with unsaturated fats like nuts, seeds, and plant oils can support heart health. If you prefer a low-fat approach for a short period, that can be reasonable too, but avoid unintentional weight loss. Fourth, protect muscle. Older adults often need more protein than younger adults. You can get it from beans, soy foods, dairy or fortified alternatives, fish or poultry if you eat them, and adequate total calories. If you have advanced kidney disease, your protein target may be different. Ask your clinician. Fifth, watch for medication effects. If you use insulin or sulfonylureas, higher fiber and lower calorie intake can lower blood sugar quickly. Monitor and discuss medication adjustment with your clinician. If you take warfarin, do not suddenly triple your leafy greens without medical guidance. Finally, here are the stop rules. If you develop severe abdominal pain, persistent vomiting or diarrhea, fainting, confusion, chest pain, black or bloody stool, or rapid unintentional weight loss, stop and seek urgent medical care. 2 weeks is not magic, but 2 weeks is long enough to feel meaningful changes in energy, digestion, and some lab markers when the changes are safe, realistic, and consistent. If you want a simple goal for the next 14 days, use this. More whole plant foods, more fiber gradually, less processed meat, smarter fats, enough protein. I am Professor Kalmykov, MD. If this helped, share it with someone who needs a realistic plan. Not fear, not miracles, just physiology and good evidence.